I never would have guessed. So ends my last day. I'm gonna miss this place. I really am. In the meantime, it's a little bit of a cooler day. Only 61 degrees according to that sign, and it rained a little bit earlier, so my windshield's a little dirty. I love the way everything smells after a little rain, you know? It smells really nice, and the 60 degrees also is really nice, because, like, yeah, walking out in the rain at 60 degrees is a heck of a lot better than walking out in the rain at 30 degrees. Well, then it's snow, I guess, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, no forklift for each video. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to run the machines at all. It's not something I can just jump on a whim and just go for it, you know. Because I need something, there's got to be something I need to pull for me to actually use it. But I'm gonna, I'm coming back here actually in 30, 20, 40, I don't even know how long it's gonna be. But I'm gonna use their shower one last time. And then it's history. And then I probably won't even come over to this side of town once until never. Maybe if someone wants to see the truck that happens to be over here and they want me to come to them instead of them coming to me. Well, I'd probably do that anyway, actually, but yeah. We'll see what happens. As for now, I have worked my last hour at this job. At this location, I should say. Is whether or not the transfer works or not. We'll see if this is really my last hour worked at the Home Depot or if it's just going to be a new location. But as for right now, I'm going to take off. One of my coworkers is treating me to lunch, so that's really cool. I'm going to miss these guys. It's a really good group of people. Well, I can say with some certainty now that the amp wire wasn't the problem. And the door switches wasn't the problem. I didn't fix a thing doing all this stuff with the truck yesterday. I need to get rid of it. And the good news is, I can put it up on the market today. And get rid of it. Because I'm leaving in 7 days. And it's not going to matter. So let's go post an ad. I'm sick of this thing. My attempt at removal, but did not. My attempt at removal did not go as planned. So now, there's two little plastic fibers. There's the filament. And there's the other half of the bulb. Crap. I ain't replacing this thing. Screw it. Not worth my time. And that thing died on me. So I bought a new one. Plain and simple. And yeah, everything's blurry because I had the manual focus because this thing would not focus on this thing for some stupid reason or another. Well, I don't see anything to plainly obviously suggest that this thing is blown up. So my only guess is going to have to be that the microchip fried. Because one thing's for sure, the only thing that works now is the LED. And I noticed this too, that apparently this little plastic piece here, it's missing from the top one. Like, okay, this thing's toast, and so it will be thrown away as such. We're gonna need to add 34 miles to the current trip because it got reset. Alright, so it's June 1st and I don't have a watch. And it is time to clean out the truck. Time to get it into a somewhat showable state. Figure out what I'm keeping out of it and what I'm leaving with it. All that stuff. It's time to let it go. I'm going to be posting an ad on Craigslist this afternoon after I figure out whether this guy from Taco Bell is ever going to give me a ring. Because he said he wanted to test drive it, and then I never heard a word after, so. If he doesn't want it that bad, I guess it's his loss if he actually wanted it. I have 7 days to get rid of it. Actually, I don't even have that long. I have today through the 6th to get rid of it, because my flight leaves at like 1 a.m. on the 7th, so that's not even a day. So yeah, time to get her cleaned up. Yeah, in a way. Well, that's pretty much the best she's gonna get. Well, I might do a little bit more to it. It still needs an exterior wash for sure, but as far as actual big stuff is concerned, the bike's coming off. The sandbags, I don't know yet, maybe. It's getting a little windy around here. But yeah, that's staying. The toolkit is staying. The tire pump is staying. The Mountain Dew is not staying. I need to take that out. That's my Mountain Dew. Pretty much, they're getting whatever stays in this truck. And that's not really a whole lot. Oh, and my power cord. I gotta take my power cord. Yep, that's it. And I got a little paint marker. I'm gonna put a for sale sign on the back of this window. Because that's the best way to do it. Drive around, let everybody see that it's for sale rather than just the people who look on Craigslist. So, that'll be it.
Go for the music, I hate me, go for the mosquitoes, so go for the match. Not just which I want off me, go for the...
So I just posted this ad like maybe an hour and a half ago, and this is my first response. Yeah. The problem is, this truck wants to make it as impossible as is possible to sell this thing. The electrical issue, the jumpy startiness and everything, it's worse than ever. Watch this. You quiet. Okay. I'm not even trying. And it's doing that. Like, seriously? I'm I'm not even accelerating really hard. And it's doing this. This truck hates me. Seriously, and there's no reason for it. I haven't done anything to it. What is wrong with this thing? It's gonna make it impossible to sell. I mean, it's even affecting drivability now. It wasn't previously, at least not terribly so, but now it's actually cutting out. And I tell you, this radio really hates it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. It ticks me off. And you know, the problem wouldn't tick me off so much if it weren't so intermittent. Like right now, everything's going fine. If I try to take off right now, well, if I didn't have somebody in front of me. Let's try it. Not a good idea on this road. Giant cluster of a mess. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I got 4 days to get rid of this thing, and it hates me and wants me to die, and doesn't want me to sell it. It wants me to scrap it. It wants me to figure out how much I can possibly get for scrap value, which is probably about like 300 bucks. And get rid of it for that. It doesn't want me to make any money. It wants me to lose everything I've put into this stupid freaking truck. Ugh. Notice I almost stalled it out a couple minutes ago. Not paying attention. Yeah, that didn't cause any problem. I'm tired of this thing. I'm ready to let it go. Look at the difference in the time to begin with. These kinds of people just puff me off, waste my time, and for what? And then there's people like this, who give me links to this sort of crap. Yeah, watch this. Current URL, destination URL. Hey, guess what? I'm not going there. You can happily go fuss yourself. Yeah, this road makes for a very dirty truck. So rather than fixing something I think might actually be worthwhile, I'm gonna see if I can get the AC to work. Just for the hell of it. Don't need high speed. Guess I won't be doing that again anytime soon. It may not that thing hurt. It's funny, it only hurt for a couple seconds and then like it all just disappeared. Like it cauterized the nerves or something. But it appears it only burned surface level, so like that probably explains it too. This camera never focuses. A little bit of work with the razor blade. Well, that certainly only solidifies my argument that this truck needs some serious friggin' electrical work. I mean, what the heck? Look at that. It just burnt the friggin' wire to a crisp. Okay, the way this is supposed to work is this is supposed to be plugged into a pressure switch on the back of the compressor. That is also a pressure switch, which is supposed to be plugged in there. There's supposed to be signal wires. There's not supposed to be much, if any, current running through them. If any current at all, it should be enough to activate whatever allows the compressor to engage. And with the ability to burn through that wire like it did, there's a heck of a lot of current there that should not be there. And yeah, so that's what that is. God, this truck is a friggin' pile of issues. And then, like, this power wire I was following from the battery a couple of days ago, I mentioned of plugging into the starter. Like, apparently, it goes down there, and then it comes back up to the alternator. This little wire here, I'm not sure what the bigger one is. I'm not sure what anything is on this May truck anymore. Yeah, so, yeah. I don't know what to say. If this truck doesn't kill me, I'll kill it. What's that? And it's trying to burn holes through my thumb finger. For sale, and it better be happy it is. Almost tempted to scrap this shit out of it so it'd go through a crushing machine. That'd make me laugh. I swear, you know, if I ever meet the previous owners of this truck again, they're gonna die. Okay, this compressor is not the original compressor for this truck. No, apparently, I'm talking to a guy online who has service manuals for all these trucks, and apparently this compressor is actually for a 5.0. I've got a 4.3 liter engine in this truck. This compressor is from a different truck and only has one connector, which is supposed to be the pressure sensor for the compressor that it's supposed to be in this truck. And this line here is actually supposed to be the clutch actuator, which is why it burned right through that wire. But that doesn't really explain why that wire tried to burn a hole through my finger, to be honest. But either way, this is the wrong compressor for this truck, and there's no way it can possibly work, given the way it's built. It's I'll say, previous owners of this truck were a bunch of dumb and that's all there is to it. It's just too much. Both relays put in underneath the speaker up here to control the door switches, and then removed whatever was in here to begin with. It was a joke. They got rid of it when they figured out they could unlock the truck with a knife. God. If I do manage to sell this truck, it'll be a miracle. It really will. Okay, so the way this is being put to me is, this is the compressor my truck is supposed to have. With this little plug right here, the one I attempted to jumper and burn the crap out of, with the little pressure sensor back here, which is where it actually is. And then there's this one, which is the one I think is actually on my truck. Only it doesn't have the pulley and everything installed. But basically, they all look the same. So, how are you supposed to know the difference? The one on mine is just missing. It's a clutchless, well, I don't know if it's so much a clutchless AC compressor as it is just a different design that engages the clutch differently than the newer ones. And they're all, well, I don't know. I don't know what this thing is about. But anyway, suffice to say, my truck has the wrong compressor for the year model. I was wrong. It's not just a difference between a 4.3 and a 5.0, 5.7, 6, 7.4, whatever. It's a difference in year model. My truck has an 88-91, and it's a 93 model truck, when it should have this one, which was a 93 to 95 or 96 model. And then there's this one, which I don't even know what came from. So, who gives a crap? It's a giant for silk. That's all there is to it. But yeah, that's it. Ish. That room, I gotta make. I'm gonna stomp a meat for the fly. There's bugs all over this meat for the place. Just set me off. I blame ornament.